Wizkid has finally dropped the album cover for his Morayo's album, which he dedicated to his late mom. I think we need to talk about that because Wizkid has actually made a lot of interesting noise around it, and a lot of people suspected that Wizkid was using Davido as a PRO to promote this album. He recently dropped a track from that album called Piece of My Heart, and that track is really gaining the attention and the trust of his fans out there. What are your own takes about that? Before we dive in, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Album stock continue. Davido is challenging his Timeless album. According to Davido, he said, "My Timeless album is one of my biggest and best album of a time, and right now I'm going to drop another sixth studio album, and that album is going to be bigger than Timeless album." That is, Davido is trying to challenge the Timeless album with his recent work. What is your own take about that? What is your own feeling about that? I want you to put your own opinion in the comment section. But what I understand about the story is that it's better to challenge the best of your works. That is the way to stay consistent and stay better. That is something I kind of understand about the whole thing. And Davido is really investing himself in trying to bring out a better album than the Timeless album, and he recently dropped a song called "Okay," and that song is really getting the massive attention and the trust of 30BG fans out there. That is really interesting to an extent. What do you feel about Davido dropping a better album than the Timeless album? Do you feel that it's going to be impossible for Davido? I want you to put your own opinion in the comment section because this guy is coming in with another different vibes. At a recent interview, this guy came out to say, you know what, maybe I'm going to try something from the K-pop community. That is something Davido actually came up with, and some people are now responding to that. Chris Brown nominated into African category at the Grammys. That is the question a lot of people are really asking and saying that the Western community, they are trying to take over the Afrobeat. They are trying to take over the African, music industry to an extent. I think these guys are really buying into the African music because they have the money, we have the music industry, and we need the money and they need the music industry to actually make a lot of money. When you look at the Maven record deals with Universal Music Group, you will understand this thing I'm saying, because Maven record at now is one of the most successful record label in Africa to an extent, and these people, they've sold major stake to Universal Music Group. That is something you need to understand by this whole thing, and a lot of people are really responding to that. But right now we're talking about the Grammy nominations, and a lot of people were really excited that Sensational Chris Brown featuring Davido and Loje was nominated into this particular category, African category. But some people are not excited about that, saying that Chris Brown is not an African and that song should not be called Afrobeat song. That is the opinion of a lot of people. I want to see your own opinion in the comment section because I need to understand it from a dynamic point of view. Do you think Sensational Chris Brown featuring Davido and Loje is an Afrobeat song? If you feel otherwise, put that in the comment section. Your own opinion, put that in the comment section. To me, I feel that that song is an Afrobeat song. That is something I feel, because when you listen to the part of Loje, or the verse of Loje and the verse of Davido, you will get to understand that it is pure Afrobeat, and even the beats is pure Afrobeat. Chris Brown has to actually bring in some kind of Western vibes to it. That is why a lot of people are seeing it as non-Afrobeat song to an extent. How do you measure Afrobeat song? Is it by the origin of the artist? I need to understand your own opinion about all of this. Angelique Kidjo has a blessed hands. That is something I can say about this whole thing, because the likes of Burna Boy collaborated with Angelique Kidjo and got a Grammy nomination and a Grammy win for it. And the likes of Davido collaborated with Angelique Kidjo with his Timeless album, got nominated at the Grammys. You have to actually understand that This lady is not just there, she is the most nominated African artist at the Grammys with 5 Grammy wins and 15 nominations. That is actually massive to an extent. And she collaborated with a person of Yemi Alade, and Yemi Alade is now a Grammy nominated. That is something you need to understand. I think she is blessed to an extent. That is something a lot of people are really talking about. What is your own take about these kind of things? I want you to put your own opinion in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Talking about the Grammy, who is bringing home the Grammy? That is a question a lot of people are really asking. I think we need to understand it from a dynamic point of view that yes, Nigerians actually dominated the African categories at the Grammys. A lot of Africans are not really happy with Nigerians' dominance in the music industry, and they don't want to invest the amount of resources, the amount of time and energy and investment Nigerians are putting in music, but they want to reap more than Nigerians. That is not going to work. That is something you need to understand about that. Nigerians have been investing a lot of resources in that. The days of the bunch moving with Kanye West almost paid $2 million to get Kanye West to do a song with him, and a lot of people could understand all those days. And right now these guys are really interested in Nigeria and even begging Nigerians for collaboration. That is really massive. It started off with the right blueprint and the right foundation. That is something I believe about that, and somehow we need to understand it from that dynamic point of view. What is your own thought about that? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. Your own opinion counts to an extent. Wizkid has actually brought out the album cover for his Morayo album dedicated to his mom, and a lot of people are now responding to that. According to Wizkid, he said this album is going to resonate a kind of emotion for me because it reflects a lot about my mom to an extent, and brought out the album cover that has the picture of his mom, and that is quite emotional for me to an extent, and for Wizkid and the management out there. And a lot of people are really expecting something unique from Wizkid this time, and something banging and different from what he used to do. But while some other persons are really responding to this in a good light and saying that Wizkid will be sounding the old ways, that is something a lot of people are really talking about. What is your own thought about that? I want you to put that in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel so far. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.